Welcome to this Boss and Us wintertime edition. Happy New Year 2023. It's minus 1 degrees. You can barely tell. I'm going to use our new Christmas present to get this here brake drum off. We're trying to bring the bus home. I broke a wheel stud off. You can see it's right here. So I didn't know that they were actually threaded and pressed in on the other side. So we actually took a cutting disc and tried to start cutting that off. What I was actually able to do was hold this tight against the inside of the drum and turn it, and the inside of that actually came off. So I have to take this drum off. Let's see if we can get a new stud pushed in there. And we're going to use this tool here to get the job done. This is an impact driver. How this works. Put this on here like this. And let's see. Give this here a bit of a manly whack. Oh, look at that. And off that comes. Let's see if we can do this here so easily. Slowly turning it. I don't know if you guys can see that in the video. Well, our new tool worked for one bolt. This no longer wants to pop back up and down. It appears that if you look closely, this is twisted. Oh, can you see that? Twisted inside there. This fella bent as well, and so did this one. So we'll try again. We'll send this sucker back and we'll get another one. So bus stuff wouldn't work today, so we're hooking up Hudson stereo. So we have to do some very custom cuts right in here. Get this all to fit. But that pretty much looks like it should. Inside here is a screen that's going to flip up. I'll show you that later. What we're doing here is we're getting these speaker connectors all together. And wire connectors. And this little bugger is going to have the greatest snowboarding car in the world soon. Well, we're back at it today working on getting this here brake drum off. Got the new and improved impact driver kit, which is working very well. We've only had luck at getting one of these loose. All the rest, I'm really making a mess of. You see that? They're starting to widen out too much. I actually got biggest chisel I had, stick inside there, and try and make that work. But it's still flailing around. So we're just going to take the whole assembly off the spindle, and then we'll be able to lay this drum down on the ground flat and really get at it. Maybe we'll use an impact gun or something else. We'll come back when we're taking the drum off. Okay, we're going to take this wheel off the spindle here in order to get that brake drum off. These bolts are not coming out. being that it's really winter time out here, I would assume all this oil is going to be thick in there like honey. So I already pre-loosened a couple of these, and then I'll hit them with my now we should be getting, ew, would you look at that. It's actually frozen water in here. So lots of moisture was in that bearing, as you can see, or not that bearing, but inside the would not want to drive that anywhere. A little water, ice right here. Working in the winter. Okay, we'll work on getting the rest of this stuff off. So we're just going to remove, you can see here, it's folded over for safety to stop that there bolt from spinning. So tap that out of the way. And just got to basically get it enough to clear so it'll spin there. Okay, we're going to get this big retaining nut off here. And I don't exactly have the proper tool, I think. I know this looks a little unorthodox. Get this guy in here. There. Should crack loose. Generally shouldn't be too tight. There we go. And we'll keep that there. Good thing about taking a video is I'm going to remember where all this stuff went at the end. As you can see, there is a lot of water inside here. So I'm going to say that these bearings are pretty toast. Okay, to get this off, I just put a couple of those in there like this. And we'll give it just a turn. See that? It just cranked off. Shouldn't be very tight. It's just holding enough pressure on that bearing. Wow. Water galore, guys, in here. When the bus sits for a long time like that. 2007 is, I believe, the last time it was insured. So we'll just replace everything because there's no sense in me taking risk. rust and whatnot on the end of it. It's being stubborn to the end. There we are. Now, well, we're gonna go and inspect that and get a closer look. My good friend Al's shop down the road. But I mean, look at, that's ice I'm breaking outside of your wheel drum. Inside there in your spindle, that is not supposed to be there, just so you know. Let's see if we can get this guy. Off of here. Kind of slipping and sliding around in the snow and the ice. There's a particular guy on the internet who works on a lot of buses. I think he'd get a kick out of this. What I'm digging out is a chunk of ice. You can see this. That is supposedly normally axle oil and bearing grease, whatnot. That is all ice coming out of there. And that would be a first for the. I've seen that on the bus repair videos yet. Mind you, most people choose not to do this job in the dead of winter like I am. Look how stubborn that is too to come out of there. Eh? Unbelievable. Just gonna have to bang this off a little bit. It's kind of hung up on the brake on the inside, but not too bad. The brake is loose, just stuck in place here. Okay, enough kind of banging and clanging. I think she's ready to come off. Ooh, skating on my. Drum is off. So we can take this off of here. And we can definitely see. I'm going to pretty much say those bearings. We'll see if they're all rusted out. How we're doing on everything else. Huffing and puffing like an old man. Out here, working in the cold. I'm gonna take this over to my friend's shop down the road and let the professional have a look. In case you guys can't tell, I've never done this before. I've watched a bunch of internet videos. We're getting rid of the world. So here we go. I'm gonna take it in. We're gonna video cleaning everything up. Have a good look. Got this off as seen in the video. And what we were originally after was that stud. You can see where the bolt goes in on the inside down in there. So I did stop the video quite a bit because you don't want to be that internet idiot. But you guys are all gonna have to tell me if you want to see me make mistakes as I figured out how to do various things. Otherwise, you feel like you're just fumble fricking around making a video about nothing. But we're gonna load this up, take it over to my buddy Al's. Put this bugger in my side-by-side. Oh yeah. And we're gonna roll it. Bearing come out. Parts, we're gonna take the parts washer over there, clean up. So, in there, old man. This is where I come when I really need stuff fixed. So here's our slack adjuster. Here's the slack adjuster nut and the retaining bolt that slid down in there. I'm just going to show you how this S-cam works as I tighten or loosen. See? Now what that's doing is actually expanding everything to fit into the drum. And that's how you get your tightening. So as your shoes wear, you would continuously, and see now how that S-cam, mine, if you look very closely, we'll just rotate it right to where it was sitting. You can see. So I'm in need of brake shoes. And if we click our wrench this way, you can see the S-cam is turning the other direction, which would loosen the brake shoes off the drum.